Hi, what's up with it, everybody? So, I've played this before, never really finished it. It's a good game. Uh, gonna play. What? It got DLC or something? Uh, this provides balance challenge, optimize skills. I might do normal. Then again, I'm not really big on strategy and crafting. So I might do a little bit of yeah, I don't know if that's permanent or not, so somebody gonna look at me like I'm a fucking noob or some shit, but like, yeah, pretty much. Fucking, I'm a casual gamer, cause man,
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad? Like this? Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
man, woman. Kind of like that one, but I guess that's as tan as she could get. Okay. Is that black or black with some gray spots? Eye color. Guess that part's cool. Accuracy, agility, science and lock picking. I don't think I've ever done a technician before. dabbled a little bit with the magic stuff. Huh. One-handed heavy weapons and magic. I'm gonna try technician, but I'm probably gonna do some strange, not practical shit. But yeah, let's see how hard it is to multi-class. Next, strength. Alright. Willpower, endurance. Gonna go agility. Oh yeah, it only gives you one. Is this the recommended class? Could use some. Alright. Now, charisma. Intuition. Intuition. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished.
Alright, so.
Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
But yeah, I feel like this
Your
game was
cousin's
slept
nowhere
on.
to be found. I've searched the past
And
for
I'm kind of
sailors'
guilty on it
stories.
myself because I never actually finished it.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another brow. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleni and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
So, where I was actively trying and failing to make the other ones shorter, like
Call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady.
this may be
Running
longer
over the tide,
because
if
it.
what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you, Her Highness personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Alright, tutorial.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt!
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as you'll go.
With the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection! I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor.
Alright. Okay. Parry, counterattack, cool. Okay. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Throw. Okay. Fine. Potion. What do you mean bind? Oh shit. Okay, I tried.
Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
Okay.
In that case,
Fuck you.
Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go, fight with honor.
Oh, now I can get my gun. Wait, what did it say to do? Alright.
Come on, if you dare. Come on, if you dare. Seems we've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsino are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
Have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration.
Why not?
Of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll
Maybe I
meet you
should
as soon as I've said my
try the
goodbyes.
trap thing. Just man.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child. Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition. Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yep.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill, dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure. Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to... I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you. It is a family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Man. His whole
Okay. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that will be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right.
yeah.
Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Adam, one of my favorite characters. Ah.
Green blood, do you need something?
Yeah, just seeing.
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
Tell him that your thoughts and where you were keeping him good company for all these years. Respond in affirmations.
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And these memories I hold dear. You've always been extraordinary. But I had to watch over you. You were my responsibility. I didn't leave us much time for friendship.
What about now?
Now, I hope we'll have more time. Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
I must leave you.
Man, maybe we should do some of the side quest stuff first. Ambassadors of the Bridge Alliance. What's that then? Notify. Man, I gotta do that anyway. Hold up. Hold up. Need a rusty old saber. Rusty stiletto. Stun Fury. Yeah. We got all data. Try and figure this out.
Madam, I am sorry. I am afraid that I won't make for good company.
What? So they just can burn heretics? Actually, that's some bullshit.
The merchant is there. To my house! Death to the others!
Gotta. Alright. Loot. Oh, good thing I got it on the easiest difficulty. Take as much as possible.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Honestly, I wish there was a fuck you up
Yeah,
option.
we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise, if these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
Can we
This
talk to him?
stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Yeah.
I'm certain we can come to an unofficial arrangement. You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding master who expects you to follow orders without raising a brow. Life in your shoes can't be easy. Perhaps we could help you take the weight off your feet.
And what would I have to do in exchange? If I give you the merchandise, my master will still demand the price you're supposed to pay me.
Not if you were robbed. By pure chance. I mean, it could happen to anyone. What if the guards leave a little extra bonus in your pocket as you look away? And while you're making yourself busy elsewhere, some of my men break in and collect their merchandise. You'll just have to make a devastated, the dastardly boldness of a face in front of your master, and we're done.
And the bonus will be how much?
Well, you won't be retiring.
Oh. All right. Done. I'm with you. As soon
Yeah.
as I've received my bonus, my eyes will grow weary-like.
Not just yet. You'll get your bonus afterwards. The guard has already been taken once by your promises.
Well, you can't hold it against me for trying.
Yeah, we
Very
can.
well.
Honestly,
Meant to come.
You're certainly honouring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
man, combat in this game is gonna be a pain to relearn after not playing it for so long. Alright. I think the most understandable faction would be the coin god at like
Lady Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very
my
well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 3D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, no. If he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Well,
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
I have
Seen anything to your liking?
I have
Might I help you with?
never met you before in my life. Nope. What do I... Accuracy 1. Well, I can't use it yet, so... Yeah, go ahead and get some of the pocket change. And I need all the ammo I can get.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Okay. Alright, so... But yeah, there's so many factions, and most of which are hard to like.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Will you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tilford? Or are you just here
Yeah,
to
this
keep an eye on
one,
us?
Come now.
this series is gonna be a little longer,
I'm
cause
coming in the capacity of official advisor. Nothing but His Highness
gonna be a
has
little
also
longer,
asked me to
cause
report to him
how
on
dialogue
certain
heavy it
strategic
is.
observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Yeah, more than you realize. Alright, so there's more than one thing we need to come to him for.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince would be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. Some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco,
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. All is in order. You will soon be embarking on your boat.
Shit. Not a boat.
My bad.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last I was seen. Now I feel something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sailing with a clear mind.
Ask about the cabin boy. Ask about the nuts.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its members.
Tier
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tier.
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They were very friendly people, welcoming. It will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us. Maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
If not for the Malachor, ask.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning.
I'm thinking if we ask about a cousin, like, he's just gone.
Departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords? I don't think so. But it's difficult to be sure.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords? I don't think so. But it's difficult to be sure.
Alright, so I asked that. Close
Kiss
friend.
Jonas. Does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavier and Lau.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Ask about Constantine. Yeah, this was going.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband in my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to. My quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded.
All that is not in the warehouse, and those don't manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
Commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the
You're
Harbour
talking
Master's
about
office.
crime in front of this guy. Change the
You
subject.
haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Queen Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him.
Yeah,
Thank you, Captain.
he's
Happy to be of some help.
alright. Let's leave.
Be back soon, Captain.
Finish up your stuff, buddy. Tamper. Yeah, the stealth system in this game is terrible. Tamper.
If you wore a North uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
Yeah, it is doable. Guess we could try it. Don't. Like, it's a little early to make enemies.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Alright. Do need to notify the Bridge Alliance about the departure, but at least for the moment. To the family of the rich man who provoked us, we have him. We will kill him if you do not pay us handsomely. Come with a full purse to the alley. What? Laced drink. Oh, we're not scientists. I don't see this happening too well.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
That is a good question. By new bottle of brandy. How many pieces do I have? Alright, so we don't see this working at all. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, we're not gonna have any choice if we...
You'll find all you need in our selection. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Any chance you got? Bandit, priest, alchemist, farmer, beret, traveler. Quality 25 or 60, we can't afford it. Yeah, we're just gonna have to figure something else out. I know where Constantine is, but shit. Put a hold on that. This'll be... Get him on side. He's trying to balance out the crimes we're gonna have to commit. Unless, you know, could really take everything.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know it. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were, and I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Ask what he knows. Ask about the cat. I feel like...
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but myth too, don't you?
No.
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man. Knows his
He's good
knots.
people.
He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Larry. I need to be going.
Yeah.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah.
But yeah, the
You looking
Nuts
for
are
him?
probably one of the
Yes.
more reasonable
Your captain asked
factions.
me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taking the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
In this game, like,
When did you last
It-
see him?
2 days ago, in the evening.
it has
We went
consequences.
had a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
One drink lasts him an whole night. I don't know if that's impressive or sad.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, as far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
But
Strange story, this.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
yeah. Should probably sell that brandy. Take all. Completing quest. In Greedfall, a quest can usually be completed in several ways. The Sarde has more than one string to his bow. Cunning, persuasion, intuition, corruption, crafting items from the crafting table will be some of the means available to you to reach your goal. To improve these areas, spend points in corresponding talent trees, or wear equipment that offers bonuses. Threats and combat are also options when your enemies are not receptive to your talents. Unfortunately,
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I am looking for a Nort. A
kidnapping.
young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Nort, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You shouldn't jest. At least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malachor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
Man, that kind of reminds me.
They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Oh, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
With all these sailors coming
Yeah.
in, you must have heard some stories about Tir Freddy.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say man trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Some Norts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
And
I
that's
need to be
better.
off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
One thing at a time. Regular.
I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Nort that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the three of them.
Ask about the cabin boy.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous.
if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
Alright, so the plan is to, once we actually get to Tier 4D, is when we're gonna call it.
They exchanged words with the cabin. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. Needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would you gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Alright, so, what's it called? The Thélème folk is kinda like, alright, imagine Spanish conquistadors in Mexico. Like, they're not exactly good people. Like, we're talking about groups as a whole. Every group is responsible for their evils, but like, this game is very like, you're playing a diplomat. So, like, you gotta keep that in mind while playing this shit.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Fuck you. Anyways.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade, and to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Speak about the altercation.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Why would the nuts ask why the nuts would have taken...
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things.
Karen.
But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us. This
Ye-
pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Is there anything here that'd be useful? Alright. Try and find a not outfit. Wow. Take everything. But yeah, what was I gonna say? The people in this, not everybody's a fucking monster, right? Some people in these factions are good people, but like in our real life, the few get punished for the actions of the many, and what's it called? Nobody's a saint. Like, the most reasonable people are the Knots, and like, even they are.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Yeah.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to be without.
Inquire about.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea gifted. His parents were required to give him to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsinio is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
Of course. Hey, before that, I'm gonna do some exploring. Because if there was gonna be an outfit somewhere. Alright. So, wait. Could have really used what was ever in that. Okay. in here trying to steal. Ah, lockpicking. Of course. Okay. Because we're gonna need the not out fig. Loot. Alright, let's see if we picked up anything. I wish it said what faction it was with. Well, I mean, it's an improvement. So, yeah, so that's either Coin Guard or what's our faction called? Trade. Used felt hat. Cool. Going back over. Man, is there anything up here? Dragon resin, potion, take everything. Can't go that way. When there's more than one thing you gotta do. Oh shit.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Oh, muddy, such cowards!
Well, I guess it's too late now. We'll make that reputation back, hopefully. One-handed agility, coin. Alright. So, we definitely got what we need, I think. No, we do not. It's legit. You fucking serious? Well, fuck, we already here anyway. Ain't much more we can fuck
That's
up.
the first time I've ever seen anyone fight to get into a prison.
Yep.
It's blocked.
Yeah. Not sure what to tell you, buddy. Now, is that? Why? They do not make it easy. Need the reputation to be somewhat.
Any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Hawthorne. We legit just killed a bunch of people like that. What's done is done.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
Ask him about his future. Ask about the...
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, Casade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such a call.
Congregation of
Certain
merchants, that's what we are.
have to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance. Via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Yeah.
He probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Are you trying to wave for us? But yeah, let's go back to its consequences. Bad and all, but let's be honest, bro. Like, let's be honest right quick. Shit's not exactly avoidable anymore.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents for schools.
To my help! And death to the others!
Sorry. I do feel bad. Who'd you kill? It is what it is. Yeah, lockpicking is gonna be a pain. Let me guess. Yeah, lockpicking would have been great, you know. Alright. That's all we needed. All the people that didn't have to die.
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Tamper. Clear out warehouse guards. Alright, so after the shady shit we gotta do over here. You know, I forget if you attack like that. Okay. You know what? For the moment, sailor's coat. Sailor's gloves. Legs, sailor's. Okay, that's a crock of shit.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Yes. And
Well now, can we get going?
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move at all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
alright. Yeah, coin guard reputation, and it just cost us 2 with. Okay, coin guard. Talk to the in New Serene, so we don't even need to talk to him. What is that, like a quarantine thing or something?
We're almost there. Just a few more steps. You'll be safe.
Alright, this. Oh, wait. We don't need to wear this anymore. Alright. Always good to keep a disguise from every faction. But gloves. You know what? I'm gonna leave those and 19 comfortable boots, or that actually gives perks, so we are no longer welcome here, if I remember right. I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouse we own on the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure.
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Yeah. I could use a cigarette. By the canal. Get ready to kill some people.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
We're gonna try to do that, but you know, no promises. Also, it's not so important if you don't like or fuck with some of your people in your team, but like, if you like and mess with them anyway, you should periodically chop it up with them.
Lady
Hey,
de Sade, what are you doing here?
I want that hat.
For your son. The Norts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Norts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Tell him about.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Norts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Norts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story. Don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You were not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Norts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Yeah, sorry to tell you, you fucked up. Damn, this gonna be a long fucking stream. Kinda signed up for that though. Can we rob him for everything he's worth? Damn, man, how many fucking doors to stairs that you have? Where was there room for this?
Who are you?
My name is Desado. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes, even if I had to bend his arm.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I haven't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
Ignore Vasco. Wait.
It's not possible just now.
I mean, I think I should have used science over intuition, but alright, so keep in mind this area is just like this is just the we haven't even started really the main mission yet. I'm gonna congregation of merchants. Nobody.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you on.
Thank you. And that already makes up for the...
Be back soon, Captain.
Great. Now we gotta talk to the ambassadors, but let's level up. Alright. So a lot of things got overlap, right? So there, the plan is to I don't know. I haven't fully thought this through yet. Point is, anything I want to do will be get sacrificed to put into a new one-handed blades deal more damage. Definitely useful. Firearms deal more damage. Alright. So the plan is go all the way up here to whatever that says. Cause this is just saying long blades being two-handed stuff. Rolls work. Don't know whether that's in between blades and guns, but might do some of this. Might go up to here with anointed weapons. Don't know what those are, but I might do that. Bombs. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna have to do that. Because bombs sound like the shit. Guess I could end the stream, take a leak, and start episode 2, but I already said I was gonna finish this. Alright. What does it? Increases fury generation and all damage inflicted in combat, melee combat. Attribute required to wield the best one and two-handed swords. Okay. Let's see. Is it every 3 or 5 to do that? Can't remember. I'll be back. I gotta piss.
Guys, what the heck is the white stuff?
Right. Yeah. Shit. So what was I saying? There's fucking like yeah, this game forces you to deal with the consequences of your actions. Let that be small things like let's see if Kurt has anything to say.
Greenblood, do you need something?
Nope.
I must leave you.
Wait. Hold up. You want me to start with them? Cool.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I've come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Freddy on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you and your cousin in the future.
Okay, Mother
I
Cardinal
regret
doesn't seem
that your
like bad
departure
people.
is so sudden.
Really?
But the rest
To
of
be
their
entirely
organization
honest with you, I was hoping to solicit
fucking
your
terrible.
help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You are hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. Could you tell me anything about Ptolemy?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Ptolemy are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminis and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other
more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a
Yeah.
less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
What
Hey,
is your point of
y'all
view on the
be tripping.
relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Ptolemy, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally.
Ah,
To
bullshit.
be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints. That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that, buddy.
How is Ptolemy faring in Tier 3D?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult, disgusting creatures. But I am confident
You
that
prick.
the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front, without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tier 3D?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The
Yet.
Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Yeah, like I said, ain't no side
must be
innocent
going.
of anything.
Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
I'm hoping that this will be as long as the streams will get, though, because there's days that I just don't got the time. And this is already one of the longest I've gone so far.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
What you
Thank
trying
you,
to say?
Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tier 3D. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. a charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea, remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Okay.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of her allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Saad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors, but our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Relationship with the
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
Well, yeah.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tifredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Tulane?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world.
It's another thing.
We shall not waver, whether here or on Tifredi.
They're both fucked up.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Teleme has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady Desaga.
Alright. Discover. You know what? We're gonna find Constantine. Maybe do these side missions and stuff.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I would actually love something.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'd be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Pay him 25. Hell no.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his daughter her allowance, it would seem.
Fuck yeah, it has.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
You dick.
His furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, you can make them like this.
Let's see if we can... Wait, you got a little crafting, don't you, buddy? Oh, wait. Need to grab materials from in there. Wait, was it in here or is it upstairs?
I don't have the key.
Yet. Maybe we could find the key. Actually, that's enough. See if I can. Metal dowels.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Okay. Wait, hold up. You got lockpicking on your... That this dude had well, I mean, this does change a couple things, you know, because there's some interesting stuff over here. everybody should be dead, so yeah, I'm gonna borrow this. You're gonna dress like a nut right quick. Loot. Priestly robes. Wrong faction. Ammo, refined dog, look, take everything. Should probably loot, take everything. Might have to just pay them, but if that's the case, keeping old dudes on. Cool. Alright, so technically I got plenty of money, but can't not. Alright. So hold on. Make this easier for later on, just in case. Alright. Yay. I need this. Because I could have sworn if I needed the help, he could have used some of his skill to.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels. I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Let's see. Might just have to pay him. Fuck. I don't want to pay him though. Money is useful.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Probably more metal dowels somewhere. Innkeeper's storeroom. Well, sorry buddy, you're gonna have to strip. Well, I mean, I'm making enough money from stealing from this guy that don't actually matter. Could have sworn that if I needed the help, he could. Maybe that was a Vasco and something else entirely. Alright, so this nigga is over. Cool. And we don't gotta pay him.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
Not really.
Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
About... No, that's it.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Alright, gonna add this fucker to the party, but first, give you your stuff back. And you can help with any fights when I save you, but cousin...
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Honestly, I think I'd rather cut them down. Man, we could try and sneak around them. Usually turns into cut them down, though.
It's not possible just now.
I don't think it ever will be, buddy.
It's blocked.
Guess what, homie? Also, what exactly would your plan be for science? Because that yells explosives, and that just kinda seemed like a waste. Or I'm shocked that this worked. I think that's the first time I've had to sneak around them. Usually I just cut them down. Doing things differently, I see.
I don't have the key.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I don't have the key.
Hold on. Okay, no key there. Shit. Well, guess we're doing it
This has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Well, I mean,
If you only knew how these river scum treat me, do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been reasonable, son. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt,
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall...
well, I mean, let's face it, he's family. What class even? Okay, you need to dress better than that. There you go. Does your hat have a feather? Nope. Wait, hold up. Is your sword better than mine? We're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, we could sneak out of here, but... Okay. It's what does Sarde do with how I've been playing her. Same time. Can't actually depart yet, much as I hate to admit it. Damn it! You know... Alright. If we do this, I'm taking your sword. Also, there's things we could sell. Useless now, but, you know, maybe I could sell it. Kinda curious about this cape. But yeah, I'm taking your sword. That's all you, buddy. That was the agreement. Alright, so... Hold on. Great departure. Right. Can't do anything about that till we get to New Serene anyway. Find the smugglers. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, come on.
Madam, Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. Why I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Keep from saying too much.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Ptolemy has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We of course refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Yes, they are.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Well, I mean, I know where he is. Dude straight told us where he is. Like, we're just gonna ignore that he said straight up there and there. Man, I guess we did go out our way to...
Are you the smuggler that the Nords arrested?
You massacred all these guards just to ask me that question? You must really be in a hurry to get out of the city.
Answer me, please.
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing Ptolemy. They are trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nords get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right? Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Cool. Don't know what it matters. I think I grabbed everything in here.
Damnation, we've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust. The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians. In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding? Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Ask about the research.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerns the teachings of St. Lucius,
the disciple of Saint Matthias, the one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias. And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Their escape plan.
Would give you asylum.
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe. By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could. Forget what you have discovered, perhaps?
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after. I see.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories. I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path. I could have a word with the good Dr. Saheen, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved. Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path. If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
But yeah, that sounds about right, all things considered. Like, what's it called? Them fools be, I don't know what to tell you, homie. Like, there's good people in both of those factions. Like, those factions are at war with each other, and one thing that has to be kept in mind is like I talk a lot of shit about both, but not everybody in the factions are bad. And diplomacy is
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sarde.
ask for help for the
I would like
historians.
to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Mateus, the founder of the mythical Telene, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminati, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
I would volunteer and consent to take them under my protection. But one good deed deserves another.
You would like me to first take care of your charlatan.
You will certainly prove to be an excellent legate.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sarde.
Charlatan. Guess what? Man, so close to done.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again. Does it really heal everything, your potion? Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion will help you avoid. You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two. There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone. There he is. He's our man, no?
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Yeah, probably.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Stop pursuing the subject. Ask about nasty side effects.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
It is
We need to
skepticism.
steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
All three of us.
To my help! And to the others!
Do I even need to be here? I think. Like. Yeah, I could ease up on the whole. The fuck is a cutlass axe? These cover most illiterate handwriting, result of patients having incomprehensible symbols, but the complexity of some risk leaves no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and very knowledgeable. The weird alchemist of the Alliance.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us, to prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Listen, look, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
How did he get away? How does everybody else know where he is? Well, I know where he is. Made enough.
again. What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. Bloody the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your comments, and he's the one who sent me.
Sahim. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Asked about his career as a professor.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the malachor, they won't hesitate to kill.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred.
Yeah.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
Oh, you don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice. It does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
Arresting him is kinda harsh. Really helping, like, cause he kinda got a raw deal.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
Exile.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remained hidden while waiting.
Negotiate with the crowd. Well, wait. Is there a crowd on both sides? Okay. 2 swords. Could legit slip by. This might end badly.
Listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you are angry.
Mate, it's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
Okay.
And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drank a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed then?
Everyone is. Except, of course, those going to see a doctor to receive the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
That charlatan will just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
Alright, so we're gonna have to lie through our teeth to get anything done.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You were free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahim.
I owe you my life, my lady. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
There are things. Go directly to the Bridge Alliance Embassy.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Covered. Confronting him's not the right way to go.
Slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
Ask
Now
about.
that your affair is taken care of, are you planning on helping the historians I spoke to you about?
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
Bridge Alliance.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Okay, next
We
up.
owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
I will take it.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Yeah. I mean, could have fucked them over, but they're one of few people. Hold on. Because we only gonna do this right here. Might as well get that out of the way. Finish out intuition, then charisma would be maybe science. I don't know. Crafting will eventually be important. Like, I don't know. It's a good game, right? But like, sometimes you gotta make sacrifice in it. So it's a little hard.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Cursed! How could that possibly have happened?
Tell the truth, lie.
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us
You
from their
condescending
lies.
bastard. But, you
I
know...
must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Ooh, attribute point. Okay. We get agility 2. Well, hold on. Where do the reputations stay?
Madam,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
Yeah, we're pretty much ready.
To discover Tear Friddy.
Fine.
My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nords are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this. What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Shit.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
And you assholes leave me to fight them alone. Oh, shit. Damn it. Okay. Okay. You know, that makes sense.
Greenblood, how do you...
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
And
Madam, gentlemen.
cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Yeah. Politics, man. Being a
Stations, lads! Wear and cut and ready hard to wear!
play the diplomacy.
Catch me a win!
Well, as soon as we step foot in this new city, that'll be the conclusion to episode 1. Seagulls.
Team ready! Ahoy!
I don't know how y'all do it.
What a charming welcoming. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry these doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health!
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for his most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence, we must wait for our escort.
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
Scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
Damn.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
I am
This
so
request
sorry.
doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
Well,
Greenblood,
chop it up with
do you need
them.
something?
I must leave you.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
You seem to be mad at me for some reason. Do you still resent the fact that I called your ship a boat?
No, it has nothing to do with that. Nobility makes me uncomfortable. I'm sorry if I was rude.
Tell him it wasn't his fault. Ask him if it was your charm that made him change his mind.
I can't blame you. Most nobles are tiresome. I hope that I've managed to change this poor first impression of me.
You have? I was wrong about you. You are different. I should have realized that sooner. I hope you can forgive my manners. It was foolish of me. Did you want anything else?
How did you become a knight?
As you may have guessed, I am sea-given. I was given to the Norse when I was a little child, for reasons I ignore. I think I was originally from the congregation, but I have no memory of my family. I took my first steps on the deck of a ship. That's all I can remember. Did you want anything else?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I must leave you.
Alright, so this is the team for the moment. Don't know how much that's gonna change. Alright, so in every playthrough I got a different cape to separate them, right? So I can't do Congregation of Merchants or Coin God for this, so I might just go bareback. But I don't know. I can. After this, I might try and do 2 missions, keep up with dialogue, with it. Maybe do some side missions. I don't know. I just need to try and keep this time a little lower than that. Alright, this is buddy.